I created an AI tool that allows anyone to create viral thumbnails for YouTube. However, now I need to find the right audience to try my tool, and I can go to social media, get the handle, copy it over to a spreadsheet, and then go through and contact each person. And if you're still copying handles into a spreadsheet, you're not just slow, you're losing the game. We now have AI that can actually execute on your behalf. It can analyze professionally without you having to go through each and every social media account. So I've been testing an AI tool called BrowserAct, which is an AI-powered browser automation tool that doesn't just scrape data, but it can actually operate for you. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can build a production-grade discovery engine that will find, vet, and export top creators totally on autopilot. And I know what you're wondering, how about the anti-bot systems that are in place? If you think about it, Instagram, TikTok, Cloudflare, CAPTCHAs are all designed to stop AI, to stop automated tools from scraping data. And that's what makes BrowserAct so powerful. It's not just scraping data, it's browsing like a human. So browsing like a human means that it has the ability to click, scroll, understand pagination, understand pop-ups that open. It can even log in to your account. So if your data is behind a locked account, it can do that. And it even has intelligent waiting, so it knows to wait before continuing a task to avoid rate limiting. All right, so you have a general idea of what we're going for. Let's get going. Let me show you how you can actually do this yourself. So as always, I will have a link in the description below, but as mentioned, it is BrowserAct.com. And if you are on this website and you're logged in, you can scroll down and you're going to see all sorts of different templates, or we can click templates at the top. So I'm going to just show you some of the templates that exist, and then I'm going to show you my own custom built workflow that works for me because it's a super powerful tool. So we can see here, there are all sorts of different templates that you can use. If we go on the left, you can see again, even more templates that exist. So there are a lot of different templates you can use, and you can see here, we're going to use this best-selling product finder API. We can click that. You can see we have iPhone 17 Pro Max. This is going to return 100 items, and we can click the README here, and you can see we can copy this to your agent, install this skill for me. So it's going to install skill, and then we can actually start using this in our everyday code if we want. But you can see it tells you exactly what it is, what type of data it can return, so we can get the title, the brand, all sorts of information from the API from Amazon. They even show you like the code API, and now when we are running it, you can see what it actually looks like. It's going to go through and it's going to search Amazon, and it's going to find and return products based off iPhone 17. So you can actually see in the background right now that it's scrolling through, it's clicking through all the different pages, it's gathering all the data for you. And then if you scroll down, you can actually see it's going to turn all of this data into a CSV file. This is extremely powerful for a couple of reasons. Maybe you want to collect data to do market research like I mentioned before. Maybe you want to start a drop shipping store, and now you know exactly what are the top items you should look for. You don't have to manually do any of the work. And it is really cool because you can actually see how long it's been running, and you can see the step that it's on. So it's extracted 80 items so far, and there is a target of 100. It says, hey, we're going through pagination still. It's just looping through to make sure we get our targeted goal. And if you click more, you can actually see every single step it made along the way. When it's done, you're going to get a list that looks like this, and you can see we have our title, the brand, the list price, the current price, star rating, reviews, and past month sales. And it even tells you how many people bought it in the past month. So you know, hey, this is something that's increasing in sales or decreasing. Maybe this is something I want to target. And it even has the image URL that you can access, and you can scroll down and you can see we have a nice list now of literally every single product. In the top right here, we can actually hit download. We can download it as a CSV file, an XML, a JSON, a markdown file. You can use this file now, feed it into an AI model to help you to do all sorts of different things. Again, research, sales, drop shipping, the list goes on. And they have a lot of different templates as mentioned, but you can also customize and make your own things. So we are on the templates page right now still, and on the left, you can see all the different things you can do. So we can say, okay, what can we do with Reddit, for example? And you can say, all right, here's all the different things that we can use with Reddit that are built in. Again, these are just all the different templates that exist. Along the top, we have some different tabs. So we have BrowserAct, which is just scraping data online, but it can also integrate with things like make.com, where you can actually do some really cool integrations. So maybe you want to integrate like Flipboard scheduled content output logging with Google Sheets, it kind of like logs and brings everything together, you can do that. If you want to do like smart scheduling through YouTube, you can do that as well. So you have the ability to not just scrape the web as a human, bypassing all the content restrictions that I was talking about before, but it can integrate with NAN. So you can actually put this right into your workflow. So maybe you want to repurpose white papers into LinkedIn PDFs and blog posts. You can see exactly what it does. You can see the README. And if we go up, we can actually see input, and you can see, okay, it just requires a target URL of whatever you want. So this is really easy. We can just click use and it's going to load. We can just start using this in NAN. Just that simple, that quick. As you can see, there are a lot of different ways you can use BrowserAct, but now let me show you how you can create your own workflows with it. And as I mentioned before, you could use the API, you can use it with direct code, but I want to show you how you can make a template directly on their website, which is very powerful. So we're going to click here, Reddit, keyword, and extract full post detail. We're going to click this, and you can see, again, we have the README. You can copy this to your agent and use it that way, or you can go to the API. You can see exactly what you need to get started. But at the top, we can hit quick start, and that's just going to open up like the run task kind of thing where you have keywords and all that. But this time around, I'm going to hit create from template, and it's going to open up a screen where we can actually create our own workflow. So we can say, okay, we're going to have input parameters, and we can edit exactly what it is. So we can say, okay, what keywords are we looking for? And here's our default value. So we can change the default value to YouTube thumbnails. We can see the publication date, relevance, sort by. We can change exactly what we want it to sort by. So maybe we want all the new stuff automatically. We can actually go through and make all of these changes. So it says prompt for credentials on each run. Maybe we want to add parameters. We can change the default browsing behavior, and we can say, okay, this is what we want our output to be. We can say, okay, we want to convert to a file. We can say, okay, visit the first page. And now it's going to search in for our keywords. It's going to wait 5 seconds, and it's going to go through, left click. It's basically building an exact workflow that you can repeat over and over again. So we can see here, you can change any of this, search list results and max items. You can make adjustments to everything you see. And it says, okay, if it exceeds 100, here's what you do. And it has all these different conditions. With everything, if you notice, we can just hit the plus, and now we can say, okay, visit the page, click an element, hover. You're making an exact step-by-step workflow that works for you. Then in the top right here, we can click MCP configure. We can enable this tool, give it a name, give it a description, and then we can actually use this, our entire workflow that we just built step-by-step that is reusable directly in our AI model. So our AI model now has the ability to call the MCP to say, hey, this is exactly what we want. We can also hit test. Maybe we want to test the workflow, and we can hit start, and it's going to literally go through and try the workflow that we have.
Error on the page, error in my chest. Network security says I'm doing what's best, but it's you that I can't get through.
If you notice, it was blocked before, and now it is no longer blocked. Now it's searching YouTube thumbnails. It's going to look for its newest posts, and it's going to like pull them all back up. But here's where the real power comes in, and it's maintenance. So if you think about it, Reddit changes their UI. They make one small UI change. Your script that you might have to scrape data will indeed break. You have to go back and make changes to make your script work again. Because BrowserAct is an AI model that's running, it's interacting, it knows how to work with any structured changes on the page. So if you're building an AI agent and you need to collect data, this is a very powerful tool. As you can see here, it already found our first post, and I'll be back in just a moment when you see the entire list. Now you can see we have an entire list of posts. So we can see the URL, the title, the published time, the like count, the comment count, and even the subreddit that it was posted on. We have a good list of subreddits that we can go and look at. Those are where our targeted audience is. There's also all these posts about thumbnails. So you can see here, it says, hey, I'm able to get real people now talking about thumbnails, and this is where I want to be. This is where I want to put my brand. And you can see I spent no time doing this. It was able to scrape Reddit and do this all for me. And think about it, Reddit is just one platform that I can look for potential customers. Using the entire template marketplace system, I'm able to go through and say, okay, maybe I want to look at LinkedIn Next or TikTok, or maybe I want to look directly on YouTube. I now have the ability to do that, and it makes it even better because I can actually make this in a workflow with code where I can actually take the output and actually set up like email templates for potential customers, or even just start sending out emails to say, hey, check out my tool. And again, you can can always come back here. We can hit download, and I'm going to download this as a CSV file, and I'm going to show you. I'm on a Google Sheet. I'm going to go File. We're going to go Import, and I'm now uploading the file that I just got from BrowserAct. So we can actually hit Import Data, and just like that, I now have all the data on a spreadsheet. I have been coding scripts that scrape data for a very long time because it is an extremely powerful workflow that you no longer need to just hack together. If you're building an AI agent or you have any workflow where you need to gather data, BrowserAct is a very good tool. It's literally the body aspect that talks and interacts with the web. I think if you're going to do web data and any automation, BrowserAct is the gold standard. Everything you saw me do in this video costs 510 credits. And if you're a brand new account and you're signing up for the first time, well, guess what? You get 500 credits just for starting up. So everything you saw me do in this video, the different demos and different tests, you can do all that completely free. And then if you check in each day, you get an additional 100 credits, making it a very good usable system if you never want to pay a penny. And if you want more monthly credits because you want to do more, you can actually see what the plans are here, and you can see how much they cost. The basic plan is very reasonable, especially considering what it's able to do. Again, check out the link in the description below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this one. Is this a tool that you plan on using? Is this something you've been looking for, something you want to try? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. I cover AI on a daily basis so you can stay up to date with the latest and greatest that's out there. And like the video, tells the algorithm, hey, you enjoy this type of content and you want to see more of it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with another AI video.
Right there, AI tools, AI news, AI prompts you can use. It's all for free, just come and see at FranklinAI.com where you're meant to be.